Hello my friend and welcome to the channel. I am Jasper. I'm very happy to have you here for today's lower body session here on the Essential series. Now these are 30-minute or less workouts using just dumbbells and our body weight, so you can always get in your strength workout without requiring a monumental amount of time or effort. These workouts will build strength, muscle mobility and flexibility, so you don't just look great, you feel it as well. Oft overlooked, but very important. So you're gonna love today's session. We've got some really unique, challenging positions, a lot of adductor focus here where most of us struggle. All right, just follow along with me and I'll be providing as much advice, tips and adjustments as we go as I can. I'm just gonna be using probably a couple of pairs of dumbbells here. The 30 kilos for anything I can go really heavy on, some split squats or squats, and then 20s and 12.5s thrown in there as well. Again, if you have access to a couple of pairs of weights, ideal, but simply do your best with what you have and you're still gonna get a great session in. We're gonna dive into our warm-up and then I'll take you through everything else as we go. We've got no music playing today, so by all means crank your own tunes so you don't just have my tones and heavy breathing to keep you company. That's been requested here, so hopefully that goes down well with you. Let's get to it, let's get to it. Alrighty, my friend, let's have a good time. It's gonna be a good one. Some challenges in here that I know are gonna take me by surprise. We're gonna kick off our warm-up with a bit of a squat complex. So just follow along here as I come down to my best bottom squat position. Oh yeah. Let's go. Now from here, I'm gonna grab the end of my shoe, keep my elbows pushing my knees out, and I'm gonna press my hips to the sky as straight as I can. Big hamstring stretch, pull yourself on down. We're gonna try 5 of these. Try and get a little straighter with the legs there. And a little deeper at the bottom here, big tall chest. Oh, yes.
Halfway there.
Last one here. Now from here, I'm gonna clasp my hands and I'm gonna do a low ceiling jump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stand tall, and then I'm gonna do 5 speed squats. Oh, that was ambitious. We got it done in time. Next up, we're going to be looking at this ostrich. All right, we're going to go left and then right. Now, ostrich, what I want you to do, pull your toes towards you on the working leg and lock the knee. This other leg can bend. Big tall chest. I'm going to reach my bum back. Hands can just fall either side of the leg. Big stretch, holding that bottom for a breath there. Standing tall. All right. This is really active at the bottom. Keep reaching that chest, keep sitting that hip back. We'll all be slightly different in our range here. Tight hamstrings is a common bit of feedback. So take your time here.
Ten seconds.
Simple.
Rest.
And we're going to hit the other side. Really nice movement, this one. Variation on all kind of split stancey, deadlifty, hamstring stretch stuff. You can even load this up with dumbbells as a fully fledged exercise. Holding them there, loading that hamstring stretch.
Halfway there. Ten seconds. Rest.
Okay. Last part of the warm-up, we're just going to do a Cossack squat on the left and the right. Okay, Cossack's notoriously demanding. Just do your best with the range of movement that your body's giving you today. Wide stance, you can play with that. Toes pointed out a little bit. I'm going to go right leg first. Squatting down as far as I can go, keeping the leg straight. I'm then going to turn and sit down. Now that might be a bridge too far for some of us, depending on your ankle mobility. Main priority here is that adductor, getting that big stretch through there. Probably a range of movement that you haven't used, certainly today or in the previous days. So be forgiving if you feel really tight here.
Halfway there.
It will get better.
10 seconds. Rest.
And we'll do the other side.
Last round.
Especially with things like the Cossack, it's more than likely you will notice a different side to side, whether it be the ankle, the knee, the hip.
Halfway there. Seconds. Rest.
All right, 30 seconds, listen up. We're going to be looking at a straight up split squat first of all. Dumbbell suitcase by the side, standard position, up and down. Relatively short range of motion because the knee's going to hit the floor.
Rest.
By all means, meet yourself where you're at with this. Just 45 seconds of work, nice controlled knee to floor, tap and drive. We're going to go left, we're going to go right. But I do want you to be as ambitious as you can with the loading today. Sorry, just 2 sets. So first one, bit of a primer. Second one, we can go hard, okay?
10 seconds.
Cool. I'm going to kick things off with the 20s here. And we'll take it from there. So I'm going to have my left foot to start, rear foot on the toes. Down, tap, drive. All right, as far as the split squat variations are concerned, this will be the one you lift the most with. Just a regular stance to the floor, no deficits.
Halfway there. Ten seconds. Rest.
30 seconds between sides, lovely. We should kind of want that rest, certainly come in the second set. That's all I got to say about that. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a nice week. A good day even, depending on when it is. Are you a morning warrior? Or are you doing this after a long day of adulting? For which you have my utmost respect. Second side.
Round 2. Halfway there.
Oopsie.
10 seconds.
No. Not gonna lie, that was starting to get a little saucy. Speaking of saucy, we're coming into Zercher hold. So I want you to try holding your weight on the front of the body, however is comfortable for you. If it's a total effing nightmare, just hold them by your sides regularly. But we're gonna start things off with this hip hinge. So I'm gonna have my weight here, and I'm gonna do a good morning motion, focusing on that forward leg. This one's just for stability. So,
Round 3.
holding it up top, I'm gonna soft knee, hinge the hips back, keep the chest tall, find that stretch, lock it out. I'm gonna alternate sides. Okay, so just front loading here, adding a slightly different challenge than if we were holding it by our sides.
Halfway there.
And the rear foot on the floor, just providing some more stability.
10 seconds. Rest.
Okay. Somehow back to the split squats. That's front stage here. Don't worry if that one took you by surprise. We've got another set, and I'll give you some more options there. Split squats coming in here. I'm going to stick to those 20s. Yeah, that's plenty for me today. And that's it, and then we'll move on. Give these a stab. If it didn't feel hard enough, go harder.
Round 4.
Whoopsie.
Halfway there. Ten seconds.
Whoopsie, whoopsie.
Rest.
Oh, toasty, most toasty. Okay, we're gonna hit the other side and then we'll come back into that alternating good morning.
Round 5. Halfway there. Ten seconds.
Oh,
Rest.
and rest we shall. Okay. I'm going to stick for the good morning, but what I am going to try adding in, and you can too if you want the extra challenge of the balance. Stability will allow you to lift more load, but we're going to go, there's case in point, we're going to go rear leg off the ground if you can. Do what suits your abilities best.
Last round.
Let's try it out. Is he going to eat his words? It's easier with weight. Okay, Jasper forgot to alternate, and now we're back on track. 2 per leg to start, and alternating.
Halfway there. Ten seconds.
Okay.
Rest.
I mean, that was fun, that was different, that was different. We've got a minute off here now. Second pairing is a good old-fashioned goblet squat. All right, just controlled, 3-ish seconds on the way down. Hit your best range of motion. Control that depth position. Driving up, so you can load that up as much as you feel confident to do so. And then we're going to be doing
Rest.
partnering that up, I shit you not, with some horse crack. Contract, relax, antagonist, contract in the horse stance position. Just looking at strengthening some of those tougher ranges of motion in that horse position. I'll go over that in a second. For now, let's get something big and juicy for our squats. Hoo-yah!
Let's go.
And slow and smooth. Bang.
Halfway there. Ten seconds. Rest.
Very nice. Now the horse contract, relax stuff. Listen, this is ambitious to be throwing into a follow-along YouTube workout, but that's what makes us different and better. Horse stance, you can try swivel, 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 sort of 3-4 times. Basically, we're just in this wide base. And when you think about arching your lower back, sitting down to parallel, or whatever you got, from here, I'm gonna pop my elbows in my knees, and I'm gonna ramp to my greatest intensity, trying to pull my knees in. You'll feel quite an intense contraction in the adductors. For 10 seconds here, as much as you can do. Okay,
Halfway there.
relax. We're gonna go to the outside of the knee now, and I'm gonna drive against them as hard as I can to get that antagonist on the outside of the hip. As much as you can, as much as you can. Yikes. Oh. And relax.
Rest.
That was cruel after goblet squats, I get it. It's gonna hurt even more in this second round. But you get the idea. Just exposing you to a little bit of that technique. This is just a whirlwind ride. I can't get my words out quick enough. One more set, so back to that goblet squat. Sorry, very sorry. Hoo-yah!
Halfway there. 10 seconds.
Oh, buddy.
Rest.
You know, editing these videos is a unique lesson in self-loathing. Realizing how hard I breathe, how obnoxiously. But hey ho, can't have everything. All right, one more hit on the CRAC. Let's find that stance. Lower back arch, anterior tilt.
Last round.
Let's sit on down. And let's reach that end point and then crush inwards. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Relax. Holy mackerel. Good. Arms to the outside and drive out.
Halfway there.
Oh, shaky. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last 10 seconds to spend in your best horse stance. Opening the knees out.
Rest.
We'll look at the state of me. Okay, coming into our final block, 3 exercises. No load needed. You might like to have an external object, a shoe, a bottle, or even a dumbbell. We're not doing anything with it other than lifting our foot over it. But you can just lift your foot through the air. Jesus, that was tough, wasn't it, Jasper?
Rest.
So, we're going to be in this seated straddle, pancake kind of vibe. Tough already. Again, just do what works for you. Wherever you're comfortable, but can still do the hard work. And we're going to be doing this alternating leg lift, which is this one here. That's tough in this position. Leaning back, even on your hands behind you, can make that more accommodating. Mess around a little bit on this first leg.
Let's go.
I'm going to squeeze my quad, point my toe, and it should be tough for me to just lift it off a few inches, okay? And we're going to come over our imaginary object, or real object. All right, you don't want it to be too high, just enough.
Halfway there.
Oh.
10 seconds. Rest.
I mean, for something that looks so wildly unheroic, that's really hard. And we'll do the same on the other side. Ain't that fun? Okay. Hey.
Round 2.
Up and over. Up and over.
Halfway there. Ten seconds. Rest.
Yeah, really hard. You might be wondering why on earth, why are we doing that, Jasper? Well, exactly. Or you could say compression strength through the abdominals, hip flexor in a shortened position. All good things to get strong, even if you don't want to do pancake splits or whatever it is. Nice way of sneaking in your mobility, looking after those joints. Righto, now we're doing like the standing version of that.
Round 3.
Slip as wide as you can. Again, think arching the lower back. Try to meet your hands on the floor, however far out you need to go. And what we're going to do, shift the weight into the hands with a little push-up. Try and slip your feet wider, and then sit back into that stretch. So the idea is we come forward, you can slip wider,
Halfway there.
and then you press back up into a deeper stretch. Forward, pressing into that stretch.
10 seconds. Rest.
Okay. Third and finally, we're going to do a Nordic quad extension, natural leg extension, using just our body weight. Now, we start from this tall kneeling position. Try and lock your glutes out, keep your hips open here, so we got a nice straight line. If it gets too tough, you can bend your hip down like so. I'm going to be using my hands to meet at the floor where I start to lose control. And then I'm going to try and use my lower leg extension
Round 4.
to bring me up. That sounds like a lot. Let's just try and play. So I'm keeping my butt squeezed as I lower back, meet the fingers whilst keeping the glutes up, bum to heel. As I'm coming back up, I'm extending the lower leg like I'm doing a leg extension in the gym. Use as much hands as you need. Go as low as you need to find a good stretch through the front of the leg, and push
Halfway there.
as much as you need. Just 3 to 5 tough reps.
10 seconds.
Yeah!
Rest.
Again, super hard, looks so simple. And we got one more set, and then we're free birds. That's it, that's it. It's been wonderful reading your comments from the last week. Those of you who are new around here, I love to see it. Thanks so much for sharing your valuable time with me and your health and fitness. I mean it, that's why we're here. It's a privilege. That's why I love it. I hope you're enjoying yourself. I certainly am not.
Round 5.
No, I jest. We love a challenge. So notice you might feel your abs, your obliques on the side, really almost cramping as you compress down and get that leg lift in.
Halfway there.
Rubbish rep. Come on, Jasper, get it together.
10 seconds.
That's all I got. That's all I got for you.
Rest.
Oh, cramping in this side as well. It's all happening. Oh. Everything's still working. No technical problems. Fingers crossed. Oh! Okay. Okay.
Round 6.
Very tempting to just want to drop the leg. Try to control it down. I'm not making these look particularly graceful, but you just want to try and control every bit of that range that you can. Super tough.
Halfway there. Ten seconds. Rest.
Good God, man. Quite literally falling apart. All right. Straddle push-up. Side split push-up. Excuse me. Again, goal here, just trying to let those legs slip as wide as they can. Find some challenging stretches through your adductor groin area. Maintaining a nice big tilt in the pelvis by arching the lower back. Ah. Alrighty.
Round 7. Halfway there.
Oh, man.
10 seconds. Rest.
Okay, well. Last position of the day. Second set with the Nordic quads always feels better, as that knee should be a bit warmer through those ranges. Again, do what you need to do with your hands and your hip position to make this challenging for you. Last set of the day together, guys. Okay.
Last round. Halfway there. Ten seconds.
Oh, yeah.
Rest.
Only get straight on up, keep the momentum going. You've been a gas. I hope you enjoyed that session, maybe a little different than the usual things you're used to. And that's how we get the uncommon results. I appreciate you. And I look forward to seeing you next time. That's all from me. Lots of love to you for the rest of the week. Ciao.